This old Chevy square body truck has a 454 with over 300,000 miles on it. And it had 3 cylinders that had less than 80 pounds of compression. Some of them only had 30. So basically 3 completely dead cylinders. And I'm going to tell you what I did to fix it. So what's actually happening when a cylinder wears is it wears with taper. So get over the fact that this looks like a guy wearing a funny hat and pay attention. So we got our cylinder head, we got our really crummy drawing of some valves, we got our cylinder, and we got our piston, and these are the rings. As the cylinders wear, they get bigger at the top. They're tapered. And so when the piston goes up in the cylinder, the ring has to actually expand on the way up, expand out, and scrape the cylinder. And on the way down, it compresses back into the ring groove of the piston. And what happens is the piston gets enough garbage, carbon and soot and sludge buildup, that the rings, when the piston goes down to the bottom, and the rings are compressed fully into the piston, they get stuck there. And so then the piston goes up again, except for the ring is stuck in the piston groove, and it does not expand, it does not seal the cylinder, and you have no compression. And I do not endorse any product, but I will show you the bottle. I'm not going to show you the brand, but you figure it out, because it's a pretty unique bottle and easy to find what it is. And of everything that it says that it does, it may do that stuff. I have no idea, but I will tell you what it does do. It cleans off the sludge in the piston and the grooves, and it makes the rings move free again, and it reseals that cylinder. I've used this stuff for 40 years. My dad used it before me. Like I said, I don't endorse any product. I got no skin in this game. But ironically, I grabbed this piston right here to show you, so you can see that the ring, the second ring, is nice and free. It's moving around. See that? Look at the top ring. The top ring, let me find the gap. There's the ring gap. That top ring is completely seized into this piston right now. And I just find it ironic that the one example piston that I went to grab to show. So basically what's happening is this piston went all the way down in the bore, right? It compressed the ring into the ring groove, and then when the piston went back up in the bore, the ring just stayed stuck in the piston. It did not expand and seal the cylinder. And so that is what's actually happening. Now, if you have a burned valve, this is not going to fix that. If you have a broken ring, this isn't going to fix it either. But if the only thing that's wrong is you got a lot of taper in the wall and the rings are gummed up and stuck in the pistons, this will fix that. And on that truck over there that used as an example, every single one of those cylinders has 150 pounds of compression again. If you look at some of these used blocks, it's really obvious on some of these what's happening. The reason you get a ridge at the top is because the bore is actually bigger. This is the part of the cylinder where the ring doesn't travel. The ring stops right here, and you can see that line. And this is a ridge you can actually catch your fingernail on. So the top of the cylinder is bigger, and that's why there's no ridge. You see how the bottom of the cylinder, it's nice and smooth all the way down, is because there's less wear at the bottom than there is at the top. And so the cylinder is actually tapered now. It's if you measured this, it would be a bigger diameter at the top than it is at the bottom from wear, and that's what causes the rings to stick in the pistons. Again, for comparison, there's the ring gap right there on this piston, and this ring is totally stuck in the groove. The top ring is. The second ring's not, but the top ring is completely stuck. And here's an piston out of the same engine. Look at the top ring gap. That ring is not stuck in the groove. It moves free. The second ring moves free. And that is why you have dead cylinders. This was a dead hole. This was a hole that still had compression. And if you can add something to your oil that will free up that stuck top ring, because the ring's not broken, and if you don't have burned valves, that engine will start running good again on that dead cylinder. Save you a lot of time and money potentially. I've done it many, many, many times over the years with great success.